What is up, YouTube? This is AVAULT here, back again today, and today we got something very special for you guys. We are featuring a $30 budget Sacred Beast structure deck profile right here for you guys. Now I know this is the very first time on the channel that we're actually posting a regular Master Rule or normal regular Yu-Gi-Oh TCG deck profile on here on this channel, so I really hope you guys enjoy it. You know, if you guys do, be sure to hit that like button, comment down below, and subscribe to the AVAULT channel for more, and let me know if you guys want to see more of these $30 budget deck profiles. Basically, by combining 3 copies of the Sacred Beast structure deck right here, we basically built this deck right here, and it's just really cool. I wouldn't say it's like top tier, of course, usually that's not the case, but it's definitely competitive, viable, and fun to play that you guys can always bring to your locals, join in a tournament, and probably still win some games. And it's just really fun, really exciting, because it's Sacred Beast nostalgia. Had to do this. So yeah, let me know in the comment section down below if you guys like to see more of these, what other budget deck profiles you guys want to see. Basically we'll start doing them on the channel right here for you guys. And if you guys haven't seen the opening of the Sacred Beast structure deck just yet, be sure to check out the opening that was posted yesterday as well. So right here, let's just go right into the deck profile. As always, we do our traditional card sleeve review right here. We're going to be using, of course, Uriah card sleeves for our Sacred Beast structure deck. For today's deck profile, this is the one I have, and it's just, you know, just matches and makes total sense. Anyways, let's go straight into the monsters. We do play 2 of each of the original Sacred Beasts, Raviel, Uriah, and Hamon, you know, because they are the core of this deck, the soul that really needs it. For the new Raviel, we do play one of. This is really powerful, but I really only recommend one, since it has an effect where you can basically recur it from the graveyard again and again. It's essentially like the Honest of this deck that really gives you that extra power oomph to really KO your opponent, or even to potentially OTK your opponent right there. So that rounds off for the Sacred Beasts monsters right here. Next, we are for the Summoning Beasts, or I guess the Dark Beasts we'll call it. We do play 3 of the Dark Summoning Beasts, which is original, which came out for us a while ago already. For the new ones, we do play 1 Dark Beckoning, 3 copies of Dark Beckoning Beasts. We also play triple copies of Chaos Summoning Beasts. Now, all of these work really well together, and there's a very simple combo that you guys would want to do with Dark Summoning Beckoning Beast. When this card is normal summoned, you can basically add 1 Uriah, Hamon, or Raviel, or 1 card that specifically lists any of those cards in its text from your deck to your hand, except for itself, basically. And you can use this effect of Darkening Beast once per turn. During your main phase, you can normal summon 1 Fiend monster with 0 attack and defense in addition to your normal summon set, and you can only gain this effect once per turn. So usually what you want to do when you have this card in your opening hand, you basically immediately want to summon this, and even search yourself for one of these 2, depending on the situation, and grab these guys, and then so that you can normal summon them in addition to your normal set. Now, normally you would actually just want to go straight for Chaos Summoning Beast, because Dark Summoning Beast requires 1 tribute. But if you grab Chaos Summoning Beast, you can immediately summon it, and you can tribute it to special summon 1 Uriah, Hamon, or Raviel from your hand, ignoring its summoning conditions. And then you can banish this card from your graveyard to add 1 Fallen Paradise from your deck to your hand, which basically starts your combo and keeps the engine going again and again. So that basically rounds up for the Dark Summoning Beasts, or the Dark Beasts, with the Sacred Beasts for the core overall. We're moving into some, I guess, like, not archetype related monster cards for the deck. I do play 3 Danger Chupacabra, simply because, you know, the draw power it has, and, you know, discarding effects. A lot of cards that you have utilized really well in the graveyard by banishing them anyway, so I really feel like this card is just really great in order to help you draw 1 and to summon 1 on top as well. Next, we do play 2 Radiants, the multi-dimensional Kaiju right here. This card is just really good for any monster removal on your opponent's side of the field. This deck does really well both first and second, honestly. And when you do go second, Radiant just it's just really good to get rid of your opponent's monster that has any interruptions or negates that you just basically need to run over with. So that basically rounds up for the monsters, and we're gonna move on to the spells. For the spells, I run 3 opening of the Spirit Gates. This is basically essential. It's your core searcher. Once you activate it, you basically search yourself a Uriah, Hamon, or Raviel from your or any monster that specifically lists those cards in its text from your deck to your hand. And you can even once per turn discard 1 card and basically special summon 1 fiend monster with 0 attack or defense from your graveyard. So this works really, really well with the summoning beasts, or the dark beasts that support the Raviel and all those guys right here that I mentioned early on. You can get these guys, get access to them very, very quickly and easily because of that. So this card is just definitely a 3-of run of, basically helps your engine going. Next, we do play 2 Fallen Paradises right here, the core essential field spell for the archetype. Now the reason why you want to run this is because you guys did see earlier right here, Dark Beckoning Beast does allow you to basically search. No, not Dark Beckoning Beast. Apologies. Chaos Summoning Beast. Yeah, because there's so many beasts, so many dark beasts. Keep getting mixed up which one's which all the time. But yeah, you can search Fallen Paradise with this, and basically, essentially, it's like a Pot of Greed. You basically draw 2 cards right off of it, and once you search it and activate it, because as long as you have one of Uriah, Hamon, or Raviel, you can basically draw 2 cards. That's basically the really core thing that you really want to play with for this field spell. Next, we do play 2-Dimension Fusion Destruction. This basically helps out bring out our fusion monsters, which we will get into our fusion deck later on, but you simply basically just need to banish them from your hand, field, or graveyard, the fusion materials, and it basically brings out Armor Tile or Trilogic from your extra deck, ignoring its summoning conditions. And also, if you control Uriah, Hamon, or Raviel, your opponent cannot activate cards in response to this card's activation. So really, really good stuff right here. And then we also just play 1 Cerulean Skyfire, which is basically the card to help sort of support Hamon, but really you're mostly utilizing the effect of negating the spell and traps activated by your opponent, and also just changing your Hamon to defense. It's not that super good. It's not like, oh, you have to play 3 of because it doesn't have like searching capabilities such as like opening Spirit of Gates. This is a much slower card. It does require you to have Hamon on the field ready to utilize its effect, but it does help you bring out Hamon a little bit sooner. And yeah, let's see what else it does. Yeah, Lord of Striking Thunder, you control leaves the field, you basically take no damage. So just a 1-of is really good enough, honestly. There's no need for any more than 2 or 1. Just 1, honestly. So now we're moving on to the spells that are not like archetype related. We do play Triple Paw of Desires for extra draw power. It's just a really, really great card. It came in with the structure deck, so I highly recommend you guys to play it. And then one for one, last but not least, basically our final spell card to help us bring out all our Dark Summoning Beasts. Again, you can bring out Chaos Summoning Beast. You can't bring out yeah, basically Chaos Summoning Beast is the only target, and then basically you want to utilize off its effect to tribute it itself, and then basically help you bring out one of the Uriah, Raviel, or Hamon, basically, which is really, really good. So 1-of is just enough. That rounds off for the spells right here. Next, moving into our traps. For the archetype related, or the new traps that we got right here, we play Triple Awakening of the Sacred Beast. I mentioned this in the opening. This is really, really, really good. You definitely want to play a 3-of. This card gains the effects depending on the number of Uriah, Hamon, and Raviel you have on the field with different names. And if you control 1, basically each time your opponent normal or special summons a monster, you gain life points. If you have 2, you basically negate effects of your monsters when controls, which is really, really, really powerful. When I read this effect, this is just like really gonna be really annoying to deal with. And if you have 3, all your opponent's monsters that are sent to the graveyard are banished instead. And it still has one more effect, is once per turn, if you control a level 10 monster, you can add 1 continuous trap from your graveyard to your hand. So you can recur a lot of stuff. Really, really, really powerful. Really, really cool. And yeah, this is just a really, really powerful card. Next, we do play 1 Hyper Blaze. Basically, we're just overall, you guys might have realized, we're just basically playing 1 of each of the new versions of the Sacred Beasts themselves. Honestly, playing more is not really highly recommended. Maybe the only one more you want to add would maybe the Raviel one, but hybrid one of each is just really good enough. You search so much, you draw so much in this deck, you get into your resources. These one-off cards are really just to really help take it a little bit more to the next level, and that's it. They're not game-changing and not really like heavily core reliant on the deck itself. But once again, Hyper Blaze, to summon Uriah, you're using its own procedure. You can also use face-down trap cards you control. Once per battle, when an attack is involved, declared by Uriah, you can basically send one trap card from your hand or deck to the graveyard, and its attack become the number of face-up traps cards on the field and graveyards times 1,000 for the rest of the turn. And once per turn, you can discard one card to add from your hand or special summon one Uriah, Hamon, or Raviel from your graveyard, ignoring its summoning conditions. Maybe this one would be really good for a second one compared to Suli and Skyfire if you want to play a second one. But it's just really powerful because now you guys can see we play a lot of continuous traps, and actually all the traps we play here are continuous traps, because last but not least we do play triple escape from the dark dimension. Your summoning beasts or your dark beasts gets banished a lot very often. All these three, where's the other one? Dark summoning beast. Yeah, does this guy banish as well? Yeah, this banishes as well. So yeah, all three of them banish, and basically being able to play escape from the dark dimension always helps you recur them back again and utilize their effects again and again. And it works out really well because it's also a continuous trap, and it really helps boost up Uriah's attack overall. And also, just to mention, if you guys haven't noticed yet, a lot of our spells we do not as much as is needed for continuous spells, simply because Hamon itself has a 4,000 attack. It doesn't scale its attack depending on how many continuous spells you need, so you know, this is all you need. But yeah, moving on to the extra deck right now. Of course, there's only 2 cards that you need in the extra deck, which came from the structure deck. Basically triple Armor Tile and triple Phantasm Trilogic. Now I want to go back quickly to the spell card right here, Dimension Fusion Destruction. You guys can play 3 of this as well. It really just helps you bring out Armor Tile and really helps you swing in for those OTKs. Really powerful, basically, to bring out this card. It basically becomes 10,000 attack during your own turn. Really good stuff. Trilogic, it's more like a condition or a situational play that you would want to summon it. Usually you want to just bring out Armor Tile, because when you can, you're ready for that OTK potential and basically go over your opponent. So yeah, that basically rounds off for the extra deck right here. 6 cards, no more no less, because that's all included. And then of course, last but not least, I guess just the 2 different token cards that came in the structure deck, because just in case you guys do summon any tokens, that basically rounds off it right here. So yeah, once again guys, keep in mind that this is just my own personal build right here with my own personal opinion. Just use my budget deck as a core resource for you guys to build your own deck. You know, let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think, any other cards that you guys might take out, what different ratios you guys might play, what other cards you guys might put in, even from the card pool of the structure deck. Sacred Beast, a lot of good reprints overall, so it was kind of difficult building this deck and deciding some of the ratios overall for some of them. But yeah, I really appreciate your support, and if you guys did enjoy the budget deck profile, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the AVAULT channel for more awesome Yu-Gi-Oh TCG content on here. We also mainly focus on speed duels, so be sure to check that out as well. And I would just really appreciate your support overall. And yeah, be sure to comment down below what other $30 budget decks you guys really want to see. Let me know and I'll make it for you guys. I do have like 3 copies of every structure deck as well, so definitely let me know which ones you guys want to see. I know some of you guys have been asking about the Dino Smashers Fury one. I am considering that. So, you know, to give me that extra support and extra oomph that you really want me to do it, comment down below. And yeah, be sure to share the channel with some of your friends or family members who love Yu-Gi-Oh just as much as you do, and I really appreciate the support. So once again, thank you guys so much for watching. You guys have a great day, great night, wherever you are. We'll see you in the next video. This is AVAULT, signing out.